Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Avadon. Last episode, we happened to manage to actually find Nathalie and managed to go down further into the tower. We made it down to the bottom only to find that Zosa was not here. Nathalie figured out where he is though, and we have to go back upstairs. So let's head back up. So many puzzles in order to get down here. Fortunately, we managed to solve them all. This one was the trickiest. Shima notes the old, slightly tarnished razor discs on the floor nearby. Interesting. That would indicate that this building is of archaic Holglandian construction. This would be interesting evidence to support my people's claim that these woods were originally ours. I would report it to my homeland, where I still welcome there. I bet. Anyway, we have to keep going. I think we can just go down here and back up, and we're here. As you walk through this crumbling hall, Nathalie looks around intently. Yes, here. I feel him. There! She points at the circle to the north. You look at the circle. It's empty and dusty as before. Am I the only one who can see past the creature's lies? Look again! And you do. You concentrate. Then you see the vague, translucent, shifting form. You concentrate directly upon it. Little by little, your mind pierces the illusion. Zosa Mindtaker was here all along, standing perfectly still, concealing itself. Zosa lets out a long, low, disgusted growl.
Grrr, I have been found. I suspected as much, that I must face you. Come. I am ready.
Oh, we are indeed coming. Zosa Mindtaker watches you as you approach. The creature is visibly weaker than he was when you first fought him. His scales are cracked and losing their color, and his eyes are losing some of their glow. His battles, first with you and then with Nathalie, have taken a harsh toll. At last, he has no choice but to face you directly.
Avadon found me. I thought you would leave me behind. I thought you had worse foes to fight. Your young mage, she is persistent. Now I will parley for my life.
You think I will let you live?
You are a hand of Avadon. All hands have their price.
Nathalie snorts. Alright, let's parley, see what you have. Nathalie looks at you with alarm. She whispers, What are you doing? This is a trick to throw him off his guard, right? Right? Zosa smiles.
No, young one. You are strong, but you have much to learn. This is where you learn your harsh lessons about life.
He looks at you.
Jason, this is not the first time I've run afoul of the powers. I spent my hoard to buy my life before. I will do it now.
You would surrender your hoard.
Yes, I know. For my kind, that brings great pain, great dishonor. These are both true. I am in their eyes a wretched thing for all my skill. But I outlive them all, because I know that no amount of gold is worth my own life.
That is a very mature choice for a dragon to make. You need to pay for all your attacks on the Pact.
And I will. I will pay you all that I have. I will also flee to the Corruption, a dark and dismal place, where you will not hear from me for the rest of your lifetime. That is payment.
And what exactly are you offering?
I will flee the lands of the Pact for 50 years. None of your faction will see or hear of me. I will give you gold and a pair of valuable magical items. I offer these things with my solemn word. Also, I must add, if you take my offer, you will not need to fight me. I am tired, but I am not dangerous.
Nathalie smirks at the creature. Your words are in vain, Worm. You are our rightful prey, and your life is forfeit. Zosa, in response, turns to look at you. It is dangerous to let you live.
Yes, it is, but I will not emerge from the Corruption until after you are gone, so it is not your problem. I doubt the Pact will even exist by that time anyway.
My associate demands your life.
She is young. She has many years of life in which to overcome her disappointment, and yet her foolish bloodthirstiness should not be indulged.
I can just kill you and take the hoard.
Not my full hoard. Much of it is hidden by illusions. They will last after I am gone. You will only find it with my help.
Sorry, Zosa. After what you did to those innocent soldiers, well, maybe not innocent, but what you did to those, admittedly racist, what you did to those soldiers, those people, should not be forgiven. You destroyed their very identity. You didn't kill them. You killed their minds. You killed who they were. And not only that, even though you're giving up your horde and going into exile for 50 years, you're going to come back and you're going to do it again. No deal. You must be destroyed. The weary Drake instantly adopts a battle stance.
Yes, I will face you. I am tired, but not so worn that I will reject a proper challenge.
As you advance on the creature, its form starts to blur. Other Drakes, perfect copies of Zosa, begin to appear on the circle.
Now you will fight both me and... Now you will both fight me and the images of me in your own mind.
Yep. You know what, since you can, Speed Burst. That'll help out. And... Alright, let's kill as many of these as we can. We have Speed Burst on. This may prove surprisingly more easy than I thought. We'll see. One of them just healed itself. That's concerning. No, actually... Searing Spray. Excellent. You heavily damage one of the copies of Zosa. It pops like a bubble. There is no trace of it or its tracks or the blood it has spilled. All of Zosa's other images cackle in perfect unison. The damaged image of Zosa Mindtaker pops and vanishes. And they're appearing all over us. Wonderful. So, and they're in all the other circles. Wonderful. This is going to be a lot trickier than I thought. That one popped and vanished. We're right next to them, so that's not going to help very much. Pops and vanishes. Okay, I thought this was going to be easy, but it's going to be harder than I thought. Can't reach it. Alright, how about you reach it with Berserk Leap? Still can't reach it. Do as much damage to these things as you can. Okay, I don't know how many times we're going to need to kill these, but we'll do what we can. Oh, great, a daze! Just what I needed. And she is getting wounded. And she's down! Great! She's our strongest fighter, and again, she is killed. Ones in the corners that are keeping him here. There. Oh, that one popped. That one popped. Alright, keep attacking. You strike one of Zosa's copies with a savage blow. The creature roars in anger. Droplets of blood strike the stone floor and start to hiss. They don't disappear. You realize that the Zosa you struck is the real one. He roars in anger. Then the images of the creatures shift and flow together. The real version vanishes. You suddenly are no longer sure where the true Zosa is. He screams and fades away. The other copies shimmer. So, he could be any of these. Possibly one of those. Or the one over in the corner there. Okay. How about Razor Spray? Okay, you need to move a little closer. Razor Spray. And shoot that one. I don't know which one is real. Maybe this one? Ah, we struck the real one. Okay, I get it. Find the real one, strike and damage him, and that'll be it. You need healing. Okay, that obviously wasn't it. I think it might be that one over there. No, I didn't want you to... I didn't realize it was his turn. This is bad. I think we may be about to die. Yeah, with him the only one left. Oh, that was a cleave, so that was something. You're on your own. Can't do very much. Damage one pops and vanishes. He's about to die. Damn it. Once again, you have struck and wounded the true Zosa. He lets out a long, low moan of pain. Your blows are starting to wear him down. However, his powers remain. The true image vanishes and the other shades flow together and split apart. And that happened again. And he's down. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, here we go again, and this time we know what to do. This time, I'm going to stick with the Razor Disc and ranged attacks, and attack from afar. See what I can do to damage them, so that I can find the right one. The ones that aren't real will pop. Ah, we found the real one. Okay, now once again, find the real one. Can't see the ones over in the far corner, in the opposite corners, so keep attacking. Okay, those two are coming. That one, those two must not be real. Still, I see how it worked. Those two... Ah, we damaged the real one. And the spell... And our haste is already wearing off. Okay, those weren't real. Just damage them all, and they'll pop. Once again, they split apart, flow together. Okay. Just do damage to them. Once they prove to not be real, they'll pop. You don't need to do too much damage to them, just a little bit. Ah! He zipped away. Perfect. Could be that one. On the plus side, with each one we harm, it vanishes. Excellent! The other ones shimmer and disappear. That one's wounded. Battle Frenzy. Excellent. Ah, daze! No! Well, those vanished at least. You deliver a vicious blow to the true Zosa. The illusion covering his body fades, and you can see how grievously you have wounded him. The pain and loss of blood prevent him from maintaining the illusions. The shades fade away and you are left with the Drake himself, alone and pathetic.
My last powers, they remain.
We found you at last, Zosa. Now you are going to die. Get in close and smash him to pieces. You will not escape, Zosa. Despite charms, despite what you do, you will pay for what you did. Give him a big hit. And now, Nathalie, finish him. With a final blow, Zosa Mindtaker falls to the ground, slain. You barely have time to approach the body before a lance of fire strikes it. And then a bolt of ice. And then more fire. Nathalie screams in fury as she blasts the corpse, incinerating it. Then she turns away, gasping for breath. I won. I won. The glory? My arm, it hurts. Thank you, Jason. I am ever in your debt. Let us go home, to Avadon. We shall. Robe of the Sorceress. Let's see. Drake skin. That's handy. And Robe of the Sorceress. +1 to Intelligence, +2 to Firebolt, +2 to Ward Mastery. You're definitely going to be wearing that. We'll give you something to improve it. The Student's Robe can be sold. Nathalie, you earned this after this fight, but we need to talk to you after this. Well, let's take a look at his hoard. Or what there is of his hoard out here. Chainmail. Jade Halberd, that'll be sold. Yes, his hoard is hidden by illusions. We'll not find much of it. Yeah, he hid his hoard well. A pity. Alright, come on, Nathalie, let's leave. We'll head back to Avadon first. At last, victorious, you emerge from the tower. The drake that infested it is gone, and the tombs are free to crumble in peace. You look across the water at the tree line. Now that the drake is gone, the woods look different. You wonder what has been concealed and what is now exposed. As you walk out into the cool, fresh air, Nathalie makes a strange, choking noise. She comes close to being overcome with emotion, but she maintains control. I need to return to Avadon. My arm requires tending. It should not have happened. Had Avadon done its duty, I was left to hunt it alone. Their fault, there. She turns and sees that you are listening. She continues to mutter, but far more quietly. Nathalie. Looks like there was a couple paths that were hidden that are now visible. Let's take a look down them, see what there is. Oh. Titans. Didn't expect to find them. Well, I guess we can slay them. Random creatures hidden out here we can kill. Clan Chief Tuareg. Why is that guy... These titans don't look like they're in the right spot. So there you go. It's weird. Okay, since you can... Oh no, Shattering Glow isn't what I thought it was. You, however... Blade Sweep. You... Steel Wind. Yeah, these are going to be difficult creatures to kill, but we'll take care of them. Looks like the chieftain isn't actually coming to us. Please quit with the stunning, it's irritating. Ah, the knockback. And I'm ensnared. Okay, fine. You know what? Berserk Leap? There you go. Was dazed, probably should have left it, but I didn't. Oh well. Ooh, you can reach Shaman Glurk Trup. That would actually be very nice. tough as he is. And they're all bunched up, so Firestorm. Come on, finish him off. Ow. There goes that one. That one will die now. Now, if you can, focus on the shaman, please. I would very much like that shaman dead. He is strong, and I do not like him. The leader of the lost band of Titans lets out a roar and charges you. Now that the Drake is dead, these brutal creatures have found themselves in a remote forest with no idea of how they got there. They are thus dealing with their confusion in the time-tested Titan fashion, looking for something smaller than them and throwing rocks at it. It's worked for them so far. And hey, we managed to kill most of his guards before we got to him. That'll make this a little easier. There goes the shaman. And now, since you can, Searing Spray. Excellent. Please stop with the stunning, it's really irritating. Ow. Yeah, go after the Clan Chief. Finish off the Flinger. There you go. Now we deal with with him. Big as he is, we can kill him easily. Come on. And there he goes. And what did we get out of this? We got Sage's Rod, Wand of Chilling, a Wand of Calling. Actually, I think we can sell it. We don't really need it. Greaves of the Veil. Plus 10 armor, plus 10% less time for abilities to recharge, and plus 10 to poison resistance. Not bad. That could be useful for one of our allies, I think. I want to say Janelle. Yeah, I think it could be useful for Janelle. Okay, from what I saw, there's also a passage over here. So let's head over there. I mean, I'll take a look up here, but I don't think there's anything up here. I think it's just an empty grove. There's a lot of places that it can go. There's a lot of regions. We'll find out soon. That one might have ogres, or it might have wretches. Could be either. Alright, down here. Get over here. And let's see what's in here. What have we got? It's going further west. Radiant Salamander. Not something I expected to find. Why did I think fire would hurt it? Oh, it's dead. That is a passage out, and that is another salamander. Bring up the bow. Okay, let's go kill these salamanders. Oh, hello, another one. Whole bunch of them, in fact. Hello. Okay, how about, Ice Storm? That works. Yeah, do what you want. Won't work. Excuse me. Too close. Damn you. And there we go. We got any more salamanders out here? Nope, it was just a nest of salamanders that are now all dead. We got a glowing moonstone out of it. And a wand of corruption. Alright, that appears to be everything, so let's head back to Avadon and speak with Nathalie once we get back. And the hand. I'll cut it while I run back. And we are back in Avadon. Okay. Now, while we're back here, we have just a few things to do. Well, first, we have a couple level ups to do, which are nice. Level up there, and Berserker Slash. And you got 3 levels left that we can use and improve whatever we want. It'll be interesting to figure out what. Maybe we'll put a few more points in Savage Glow. And Janelle. 20 endurance, you kind of needed that. Okay. Okay. Level 28, level 29. Oh, we're going to be so close. It pisses me off. Erg. All we need is 1 more point and we'd do it. Fa. Irritates me. Oh well. And also, we got a few things. Let's see. Greaves of the Veil, Bracelet of Opportunity. That gives bonus there. That's already pretty good. I mean, those Greaves of the Veil are pretty nice. It's a physical damage resistance. You know what, maybe we should just sell them. Actually, yeah, we'll just sell them. Both of them. I mean, they're nice, but I like the armor that the other things are giving us. Anyway, first things first, we go and speak with Nathalie. Then we'll go speak with Hand Callan about what happened. Come on. Roundabout in here, and... Nathalie sits at her desk and looks down at her arm. The healers of Avadon are skilled. The bandages are already off. The scars are still there, of course, but she has even regained much of the range of motion in her hand. She looks up at you. There are wrinkles around her eyes, odd in one so young. She has not been sleeping well. Kind of you to come and see me. I owe you much. What do you wish of me? How is your arm? She holds the injured arm up and looks at it, as if it is an alien thing. They think that this will quiet me down, teach me some humility, remove my ambition, make me content with joining them. But they are wrong. Some of its dexterity returns with every day. I will soon regain my full power. Are you recovering well? Oh yes, I'm fine. As strong as ever. Not that I ever get any credit for it. Not that my worth will ever be properly valued. Yes, I am recovering well, because I have learned the true lesson. One that I am sure you have learned as well. What do they say about you? I am a young stripling, a child, outmatched, annoying, useless, to be pitied and ignored. They probably want to make me a scullery maid. Oh yes, they will allow me to clean their bedpans. Me! I have said that they will see my true power and skill. I still mean it. And what lesson have you learned? That Avadon is for the asleep. That Redbeard brings us here to be his servants. That we will never be allowed to change anything, to have any power, to live up to our true potential. We will collect our bribes and sleep in our silk sheets and die fat and docile. No, if we are to make any difference in this world, if we are to be noticed, we must act. She ends with that oddly vague statement. Then she looks at you waiting for a response. You are once again amazed at how she looks and how much raw ambition is visible on her face. There is some wisdom in what you say, but you are still very... But there is still something about what you're saying. Nathalie, you are arrogant. You are impatient. You do not wait. You lack control. You learned the wrong lesson from this. There is some wisdom... I can't say that I have no intention of changing it. There are flaws to it. But... honestly, though, I kinda am. A lot of the things that Avadon does, I haven't been able to see anything that I can say Avadon is corrupt. They give their hands a lot of leeway to do what they can, and if hands go rogue, they will punish them, from what I've seen. The whole thing with Sevlin, pardoning the guy, thinking about it in the past, the thing did say, avoid the hands. So he did basically say, if my hands find you, you are going to die. He pardoned him for what happened, for killing the hands, but it was for information that was very important. What happened with Janelle, that was a whole internal thing, in a way. That was a whole question of, should they interfere with a country's ways and things more than they should? And I can't argue with that. And the things they've been doing here, they've been trying to pacify a dragon who is angry that they're not doing enough. But in all honesty, the last thing it did on its own. It wounded itself. With what's going on in Kellum, Dariel, and Hulklandia, they're trying what they can to keep things safe, to keep things right, to get everyone to work together and get along. It's a very complicated area, and the diplomacy is all an issue. And with the Farlands, the Farlands is the part that I'm concerned about. I think I see where they're going with it, and I really hope they're not. Because that area... going into a foreign area, not under your control, to try and deal with what was originally a problem there. And then they're slowly putting more and more pressure and effort there, slowly exerting more influence. Even the way the Wayfarer was talking. First, it's, there's a hostile creature causing problems for the innocents, we need to take care of it. Then it's, the hostile creature was created by someone, find that someone and take care of it. I'm concerned that the next thing they're going to do is try and do something about the people in charge there. And that's going to be a problem. Which I feel is like a whole... like they're trying to compare it to, I don't know, the War on Terror or something. How America would occasionally go into other foreign lands, and it was at first, okay, we need to find this guy and deal with him, but then it suddenly became starting to impose their own people on it, and this is politics. I hate politics! That's the whole thing I don't want to get into, but as it is, 2 out of 3 situations here, I have no problems with. And the whole thing's with the individuals, they're losing their faith in Avadon, but what Avadon is doing is making sense. It's all on a personal scale, not on a grand scale. Thinking widely, thinking in the big area. I'm sorry, Nathalie. I'm comfortable with how Avadon is run, and I have no intention of changing it right now. There's only one area I'm concerned about, but for the most part, I'm comfortable. She nods. I see. Excuse me, ignore what I have been saying. I am tired, and my wound pains me. Please leave me, I am in need of much preparation. She returns to work. Oh, Nathalie. Please, learn some self-control, learn some restraint. Let's talk to Hand Callan. Can we discuss my companions? Nathalie left Avadon to hunt down a drake. I had to rescue her. Of course, Nathalie. Always eager to fight, sometimes over-eager, occasionally even maddening in her persistence and impatience. But the drake was a foe, and she did well to remove it. Is there anything else I should know? Honestly, she seems even angrier and more ambitious than before. Yes, ambitious. A word everyone uses to describe her, and a dangerous quality to have in Avadon. But I will speak with her. Perhaps as she ages and her wound heals, calm will return. We will see. Thank you for letting us know. I have nothing else to say. And Nathalie leveled up, so point in endurance, Ice Storm and Magical Mastery. Next 2 levels will get Searing Spray improved. First we had Janelle, who was concerned that Avadon was pushing too far against her own people. Then we had Sevelin, who was concerned that Avadon did not have the right vengeance for his honor. Then we had Nathalie, who believed Avadon was holding her back and not acting when it should have. Shima is the only companion left. he has problems with the Honored Forge. Something happened with the Honored Forge. It killed his whole family. It's very personal for him. Somehow, Avadon is going to be involved with this. I'm concerned that it's going to be that Avadon backs the Honored Forge, or that the Honored Forge is serving Avadon in some way. And if we did something against the Honored Forge, it would be working against Avadon. And Shima would... All this that's going on, it's really, really trying to push you in a choice between serve Avadon or turn against it. And as has been showing with me, I walk that tightrope. I do walk that line. Do what's right, or do what's the law. I walk that tightrope. I do what's right within the law. When that issue comes up, when that divisiveness, when that split comes up, that you have to figure out what's right, what is better. I've been siding with Avadon a lot. I've sided with my companions 2 out of 3 times so far, but I may end up siding with Shima as well. But even in the outer areas, I've sided with Avadon in the Kava. With the far lands, I don't know what's going to happen there. I don't know what my final choices will be. And with Kalimdariel and Hulklandia, I don't know where it's going to go. And we still have this whole 4th area to go to. I don't know what's going to happen there. There's a lot to this game. It's asking a lot more questions. I mean, Avernum, it was a general, basic kind of adventure quest. No huge questions or huge problems or deep debacles. I keep forgetting the actual word I want to use, but you know what I mean. It was just D&D style adventure. Go out, fight monsters, kill, all that kind of stuff. Save the world. Geneforge did have more of the questions. The control of... Did you want to go with the incredible restrictive control of the Shapers, or were they too constricting and you wanted to keep people free with the Rebels, with the Serviles? And that was an interesting split. There was no right side. And this is doing the same kind of thing. And the area Geneforge, I was able to walk that tightrope fairly okay-ish, although I did end up siding with the Shapers. Here, I have no idea what's coming. I have no idea where we're going to go. I mean, I have a slight idea. I know very little about Avadon 2. That very little has me get a slight idea of what may happen in the end, but I have no idea. I don't know what's going to happen to my companions. I don't know what the ultimate fate of Avadon is. I don't know what the final choices we're going to have to make are. And I am very interested in finding out what it's going to be. It really is affecting me in a way. It's making me look at the way I am, and I'm talking too much. This episode's going on a lot longer than it probably should have. Next episode, we'll continue on with our mission in Kalimdariel, Hulklandia, and the Baraza Woods. See what we can do about things there. Till then, I'm Chester44. That is Jason, Shima, and Nathalie. I just realized I forgot to drop off things in my room. This has been an Avadon Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.